things we've began to value are just so shit. Like, especially as a culture. So money has become our god, which is a shame. Really, it is a shame, and it shows in how we treat others. Right? Like insurance companies, instead of trying to save lives, they're too busy trying to cash in, and obviously that's a huge problem. Like it's terrible. The same thing could be said about Wall Street, right? Where like we put Wall Street or like gambling or things like that. Like gambling's become so popular lately. Like it's everywhere. Like Kick or whatever else. So there's a lot of like Kick is like promoting gambling, I guess now, or like there's a lot of places that are promoting gambling, and it's just in your face everywhere. It's like on TV. Like I'll go over to my grandma's house, and there's like an ad for gambling, which I mean that was not a thing. That was not a thing years ago. Same with like, everybody being obsessed with Wall Street. It's like, I don't know, are our markets up? Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, is there like people on fentanyl outside the fucking Wall Street? Like, they don't, they have no eyes to see. That seems to be the big problem with them, is that they can't like rationalize what's happening in front of them. Or maybe what's happening just outside of their scope. Like, perspective is sort of failing. Or, how we put entertainment above like specialist jobs or like utility jobs. So even YouTube, like I'm probably not going to get paid on YouTube. I just know it already. Like I'm sort of against the system. But on YouTube, YouTubers make like a million fucking dollars, right? And meanwhile, a cop that just watched somebody blow their head off in their bathroom gets paid $30,000. And it's sick. Like this is a sick, degenerative society that we are living in. And it takes courage to stand up to that. It does. And it's sort of like sacrificial to push yourself away from it. Like, it takes a lot of sacrifice, right? And I think I had said that before. I might have even made that in a future video. I'm kind of like compartmentalizing everything. Like, I'm editing them all at different times. So, yeah, like it's not, this stuff is not healthy for us. Our value system isn't on our friends and family and neighbors and so on and so forth, our community. It's on things that like don't even help us really. I mean, does money really help you? Like, let's take this a little bit farther, right? So sure, money can give you things, but like if you just opt out of the system, you can get things other ways that are actually better for you. It's like, it's like alcoholism, right? Like once you start drinking and you become addicted, like it's hard to get off, right? Like it's hard to, well, that sounds gay as hell. It's hard to stop drinking. But once you like, if you stop and you're able to just stop without having like kidney failure or whatever, liver failure, it's better for you. You gain your health back. You're not as bloated, you're not as tired. There's a lot of health benefits with this stuff. So the same thing goes with how we put our faith in a system that's trying to kill us, right? Mentally, physically. It's a shame too because we can have better systems. We just choose to prioritize these things, right? So like these systems have taken our most vulnerable attribute of humans, which is our ability to get addicted to things. That's sort of what's driving a lot of these things that are so popular, like entertainment, Wall Street, whatever. Like we're addicted to the idea of either getting rich or being famous or being somebody. So, it's really a shame that we do the things we do without any sort of forethought before it. And as much as I don't like China, the Chinese are very, very smart when it comes to this, right? Like they can understand how a society collapses and how it's made and what keeps it alive rather than just letting it fail. And I'm really not a big structured person. Like I don't, even with these videos, like I sort of have a pre-planned idea, but I also just don't know what I'm going to say next. I just don't. Like sometimes like I was at the place I used to work the other day. I think I said this in another video where I just was thinking and I was like, oh shit, like that would actually be a pretty good idea for video. But yeah, like entertainment is killing us. And not just entertainment, like I said. It's these other things that are bad for the spirit, bad for the soul. Things that bring us to a lower cognitive plane. And like I'm not a spiritualist at all. I don't believe in like the power of rocks or whatever, or like I don't know, like I do, but I don't. Like, obviously, yes, things have frequencies, but like I don't think a fucking rock will, like, unless it's like radioactive, will will do something to you. Like that's just not how that works. But yeah, we got to try to get away from those things. Just stop gambling. I know it seems hard. I understand that, especially when the prospects are so good. So like, I have a friend that gambled for sports betting, and he would only gamble if he knew that his odds were above 50%. But still, therein lies the problem: is that you're fueling the machine that's going to destroy others, right? So like, you opting out, and this is, there's always a rebuttal with people. They're always going to be like, well, if you don't do it, somebody else will. But it's like, that's not the point. Like, the point is, by opting out and by staying away from these things, you can maybe gear others in the direction of doing so as well, or at least cutting off some of the flow of the water source to these companies and or persons, because they thrive off of your money. They thrive off your money. This is why I was saying this to my mom, which, I talked about my mom before. Like, there's certain things that she gets and she doesn't get, and one of those is like, she's it's funny. My dad's right leaning and my mom is left leaning, and my mom is like, "Oh, the No Kings protests are great," and I'm like, "Okay, the No Kings protests last for like one fucking day, right? Like, if you're going to drain something from somebody else, you got to make it hurt." Right? And doing a day thing isn't like, if they know you're going to set it up on a day, they could just be like, okay, all the shops close for a day, and then they lose less money. Like, if you're going to make these companies and or persons that have money hurt, you just got to hold out. You got to hold out. I know it demands sacrifice, but that is the only way that you will be able to do that. I think that's about it, though. I know this is a bit short, but I can't really think of too much else. Maybe like, okay, here's actually something. So like, things that are important to our lives, that are like life saving or life giving, we shouldn't put a price tag on that, right? So like, we should have a, God, what the hell is that called? Single payer? I think it's called single payer healthcare, where it's like you pay it through the government. Because if you pay it through the insurance companies, they'll be like, oh, yeah, you need insulin? Well, if you want to stay alive, give us $700, instead of the government. Because obviously the government needs you, but they don't need you for like the reason that they love you. They need you essentially to be either a slave or like a foot soldier, or, a cash cow. So even though it's against you, as a sense of like their love for you is not there, you can sort of play to that by being like, okay, if you need me to stay alive, you need me to be healthy, right? You can sort of force governments and or people to be like, hey, listen, like, insurance is not doing it for us, and we need to move to a system that'll help us stay alive. So that sucks. I hate saying that, because I wish these places would love their people, but they don't. And I'm sure at some point it may get better, but it'll be very short for a while. I just foresee it. All right, yeah, I think that's about it. So see ya.